Good morning, everyone. Welcome to presentations of foreign direct investment in India, presented by Kapil Kumar Suryamshi under the guidance of Dr. Suyog Amritrao. Foreign direct investment in India. So first about the problem. Okay. Uh, First, there are in foreign direct investment, host countries and home countries. Host countries means suppose that the home country, that is, for example, USA companies are invested into the India. So India is the host country and America is a home country. Okay. So what is the problems of host countries? Okay. Because FDI, foreign direct investment, is required for the every country because to development of the economic growth and uh, economic growth and economic development. So that so first development of work is the most apparent benefit of FDI. It is also one of the knowledge reason by why a country is particular, a developing country is trying to attract FDI. Every country is required FDI for overall development of nation. To attract the FDI in the country, to set a proper economic and social policy and a stable political conditions. To attract the foreign investor, so it is required the development of infrastructure. Sorry. Then point number 5, to maintain the balance of payment and fiscal deficit condition. Sixth point number, FDI helps to build a dynamic atmosphere and crack domestic monopoly by encouraging the entrance of international organization into the domestic market. Point number 7, FDI is an Indian multinational tool that enable to reach and thereby grow its influence and business activity in the emerging consumption and development markets. It can obtain access to services not only small but also eligible and unsolicited management and technology such as fossil fuels and precious metals. Next slide. So my idea, what is about the idea? Because every countries attract the more and more FDI or foreign investors. Due to economic growth, they can increase the trades, technology, diffusion and knowledge transfers, increase the competitions, employment, and other reasons. So economic growth means, for example, if the national incomes are increased, so the economic growth is also increased. So economic growth, this is one of the major sector which is enormously benefited from the foreign direct investments. A remarkable inflow of FDI in various industrial units in India has boosted the economic life of countries. So uh, then trade. If um, FDI's foreign direct investments are increased into the host country, so they can increase their trades. Okay. So if the trades are increased, if the countries are more and more goods are exported, okay, so they can increase their trading by their business activities are increased. Then technology diffusion and knowledge transfer, because the MNCs company, that are multinational companies, are invested into the host countries, so they can develop their new technologies. They can share the knowledge from home country to host countries. Okay, because so they can it is a benefit to the host or under developing or develop the countries. Then increase the competitions. FDI increase the level of competition in the host country. Other companies will also have to improve their process and services in order to stay in the market. Then employment, because employment is a base of the country, because if more and more job opportunities are created by the country, so they can remove their employment problems. Okay, and also they can increase they can remove all the basic conditions, okay, basic problems of the countries. Okay, so employment, FDI has also ensured a number of employment opportunities by adding the setting up of industrial units in various corners of India. Okay, then working principles. First number, play on strength or comparative advantages. Second point, be predictable and friendly or clear rules and welcoming attitudes. Point number third, create incentive, encourage investors. Point number four, do not discriminate or all are equal in the every of the law. Point number fifth, regulate for sustainability or grow with now and in the future. Protect intellectual property rights and shield creativity from pirates. Point number seven, remove red tape or minimize bureaucracies. So that is all is the working principles of my foreign direct investment in India. Okay. So then what is the outcomes? Okay. So to study the performance of foreign direct investment in India, to investigate foreign direct investment in all industry in India, to find out the obstacles and growth of foreign direct investment. Point number four, to examine the sources of foreign direct investment on economic developments. Point number five, to analyze the impact of foreign direct investment on economy of India. So all these are the outcomes. Thank you.